Well, here it is. The team, Glenwood High School from KZN, they went to the Sanix World Rugby Youth Tournament. It took place in Japan, and they swept everybody, coming back with the trophy. This is a school that's produced 6 Springboks. One of those 6 is sitting here in the studio already. It's a rugby school. It's a school with a great tradition. And with Youth Day coming up, we wanted to find out what is the secret to making Glenwood High School in KZN one of those fantastic schools that does the business. But before we do that, let me introduce you to the Springbok 8th man right now, Warren Whiteley, also with the Golden Lions. You've been following this Junior Rugby World Cup that's going on. David spoke about it earlier. What's the current? What's the latest? What's going on?
I believe it was 40-31.
So we won.
We won, and I believe we got the bonus points, so through to the semis or quarters against England. Yeah, so quite excited for that. So we definitely got a job to do this weekend against the Irish.
No pressure. The junior Boks have won. Yeah. The Boks now need to do the business against Ireland, but we'll get to that. Let's talk a little bit about Glenwood High. And I've got the coach here of the team that went over to Japan, did the business, Rudi. Rudi, how important was it? What was special about the tournament? And also the school. Why is it that you're always able to do what you do in creating great rugby players like the one sitting next to you?
Yeah. No, look, I think we're very lucky at Glenwood High School, you know, that we produce guys like Warren. You know, it comes from a lot of hard work. I think it's very important for us as a school, you know, to set high standards for the boys. And what a higher standard to set than to go to the Sanix World Cup.
Because there's a question I'll ask here that maybe doesn't really fit in your space, but you'll give me an answer anyway. Soccer doesn't really have school soccer, but rugby has school rugby. Is that a key thing in producing the world-class athlete one day?
No, I think definitely. I mean, if you look at all the young talent out there playing Saturday after Saturday against each other and measuring, you know, who is the best, I think that's very important for the youth of South Africa.
Does the man sitting next to you have a future? Seun Maduna,
definitely.
Vice captain of the team. Seun,
Sir.
Baba, asikhuluma kancane.
Yeah.
Now, Japan, first trip overseas.
Yes, definitely. It was just an amazing experience. It's not every day that you actually get to travel to Japan out of all countries, learning how to say, how to greet people like...
How did you do it?
Konnichiwa.
Did you have to bow?
Yeah.
You did the
for every
konnichiwa?
game as well, yes.
Huh?
Yes. And arigato. Yeah, we learnt a lot. So yeah, it was a huge cultural thing for us, just to move from South Africa to Japan, which was very, very great as well. And we definitely loved it. Most of the guys right now still say, yo, we miss Japan and we want to go back.
You know what amazed me about you, though, is you already have an agent, which stunned me. I'm like, dude, he's already, like, this is how seriously you're taking it? You're already with the same agency that has the beast in there, football players like Edwin Jima. You already belong to that stable. This is your future. Rugby is your future and Glenwood is your stepping stone.
Yes, yeah, I mean, I've grown up in a place where I've been taught how to be humble and how to work hard, and I've definitely been working very hard, having my coaches and my gym instructor pushing me very hard from the beginning. So that just actually helps me to become a better player, and it just boosts me just to do better in the future.
Warren, I heard they were glad you left, man. Like, finally, you know, phew, we're safe. The pranks are over. Were you that kind of kid at Glenwood?
No, look, I mean, we all have our little naughty streaks at school, so I was definitely not an angel, but I enjoyed my school. It was definitely a special time for me, and I owe a lot to Glenwood High School and a special moment in my life.
Now, when we talk Youth Day tomorrow, I mean, this is why you guys are here. It's all about the youth and Youth Day and trying to promote the kind of lifestyle that kids should be living in South Africa. School, and that environment that you came through, Warren, why did it make you the person you are today?
I think balance. Balance is so important, and within school, I'll always encourage every schoolboy to just go out there and try absolutely everything. Whether it's drama, whether it's rugby, cricket, soccer, swimming, whether it's, you know, impromptu speeches, it can be anything. Go and try, get into the choir, just do whatever possible. Try your hand at everything, and you really develop, and that's really important for your development going forward. So I believe that's what Glenwood does. It's a school that really doesn't just focus on sport. I know we're talking about rugby here, but it's definitely a holistic approach. academics comes first, and culturally also very strong. So sport is just one of the sections that they focus on.
You only lost one game all season last season. Is
This
it 'cause
season.
well, okay. So far, one game lost.
Yeah.
Secret to success?
I think, like Warren said, it's a balance, okay, and it's hard work, but it's also, the boys need to have fun on the field. And I think if you can keep the balance as a coach and let the boys want to die for you on the field, I think that's the key to the success.
Now, a lot of our viewers at home, I actually did the homework. Glenwood's not a cheap school to go to. How lucky are you to be at Glenwood?
I think most people actually take it for granted that they actually go to a school. If we actually look back into like other people's backgrounds, people would actually die just to even go to a school like Glenwood, Durban High School. And if I look back right now, I'm just very humbled and like so happy that I actually came to Glenwood, because it's like an eye opener basically. So I'm a very lucky man to be there.
Are you who you are because of the school, because of where you are?
I'm who I am because of my parents and the values that they've put into me, and Glenwood has actually taught me like life lessons as well in life, and they've made me a young man.
Final thing, before we go, I can't let you get away without touching on the Springboks. And you personally, you've played 4 test matches.
Yes.
Do they need to bring you in a little bit earlier? Because all those 4 matches have been on the losing side.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Just thought I'd mention it.
Yeah.
Ireland, New Zealand, Australia. You come on when it's rough already.
Cheapers, you did your research, yeah. No, look, I'm still looking for that W. But it's a privilege and an honor, to run onto that field. And I mean, whatever position I go on, whether it's on the bench or starting, I need to make a difference. I mean, that's what I want to do. So, yeah, this weekend is another chance. I mean, we hear the team tomorrow at 1 o'clock. They're announcing the side. So, yeah, very excited for this weekend. It was a tough week, losing against Ireland for the first time at home. So, hasn't been easy, but we're definitely positive, we're optimistic, and been working really hard this week.
Gentlemen, it's been an honor having you here. Congratulations on winning in Japan, bringing the trophy back. Thank you for promising us the victory against the Irish over the weekend. We'll go for an Irish coffee or something to celebrate that. Thank you very much, and you're great. Seun, looking forward to it. Inside centre for Glenwood, in case you were wondering. So he crashes into people, makes a lot of tackles, big, strong, does the business.